In its capacity as a legal entity, an institute of higher education has overall responsibility for ensuring that personal data is processed in compliance with the rules of the General Data Protection Regulation. It is important that we follow the rules, and as an institute of higher education, we must be able to both demonstrate and prove that we are doing so. If we do not comply with the General Data Protection Regulation, we may incur financial penalties in the form of administrative fines. The amount of the fine depends in each case on the circumstances, and factors such as the extent of the infringement, the type of personal data, how long processing has been in progress, and the willingness of the Institute of Higher Education to cooperate also come into play in the assessment. Individuals whose personal data we process are also entitled to claim compensation from us as an institute of higher education if we are found guilty of failure to comply with the General Data Protection Regulation or the laws that supplement it. Individuals may also claim damages if the processor, that is, the person we engage to process some personal data under a processor contract, has failed to meet their obligations to the Institute of Higher Education, or has not followed specific instructions. Another option available to individuals is to contact Integritetsskyddsmyndigheten, the supervisory authority, directly. Integritetsskyddsmyndigheten was previously known as the Swedish Data Protection Authority. As an employee, you are also responsible for the personal data processing you perform in your work. As an employee, you must avoid routine processing of personal data. Keep the personal data you are processing up to date. Be aware of the basic principles of the GDPR and manage personal data accordingly. Remove personal data you have processed but no longer need, and/or archive it. If your Institute of Higher Education has a document retention plan or other information management plan, it may give you guidance on what should be archived. Notify the Institute of Higher Education's Data Protection Officer or equivalent about any changes. Protect personal data using suitable technical and organisational measures. The Institute of Higher Education Data Protection Officer has no separate responsibility, but can give you advice and support. You can find their contact details on your Institute of Higher Education's website.